So when you're playing with Indomitable Creativity, you can't play any additional creatures. It's just Vein Ripper and that's it. The cool thing about Lukka is you still get to play creatures of one specific mana value, right? So, for example, if you have either Dusk Legion Zealot or Bloodtithe Harvester in play, and you activate Lukka's -2 ability, no matter what you have left in your deck, it's always going to hit Vein Ripper. Is Lukka a vampire? No, Lukka's a Giga Chad. Like, I should have been dead 17 turns ago, but their deck is just all air. This particular list is, at least the concept is very similar to the last version that we played with Creativity. Now, here's the big difference. Lukka has a -2 ability that says exile target creature you control, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a creature with higher mana value. Put that card onto the battlefield and the rest on the bottom. Now, it's not quite as powerful as Creativity because it only puts one Vein Ripper into play, but it does, again, allow you to play those 2-drops that we were missing in the previous version. Remember how I said I felt like I really missed Harvester? So that is kind of the idea. Unfortunately, if you're choosing to play 2-drops like Bloodtithe and Dusk Legion Zealot, you can't really also play Preacher, because then Lukka on a 2-drop can hit Preacher or Vein Ripper, and you don't want that to happen. So that's kind of the idea here. We will have to see how this plays out, but I feel like this version has a better plan B, right? It's like just, attacking with Harvesters and copying with Fable, as opposed to the Creativity version that just didn't get to play the Harvesters. So we'll have to see if that makes it any better. Yeah, that is a good point too. You can Lukka, and then you can Lukka twice and it still doesn't die, that is kind of cool. That is kind of the unfortunate part about Lukka, is you can't, well, I mean, you could Lukka the Fable token and just try to gamble, but you're more likely to hit Zealot or Harvester if you Lukka the Fable token. Yeah, that's a good point. Lukka Plus is not terrible either, because you can just hit Harvesters and other 2-drops, so it's not that bad. Anyone know when the next Pioneer season is? I believe it starts on April 20th. At least that's what I've been told. Yeah, see, look at this hand. This hand already looks so much better. I actually have playable cards that I can cast on turn 2, as opposed to Case of the Stash Skeleton. And the nice thing about playing the actual vampires and not needing a triple red card is you get to play Caverns. So, there is that too. We have a Yorion Enjoyer. I don't want to take Niv, although it's could be Omnath too. Let's just take Omnath. Oh, actually, maybe I should have let them have the Omnath. They have basic Swamp in hand. Love the basic Swamp Omnath. Turn 3 Sorin minus, put Harvester into play. Too good. Too good. Although that lineup is bad against Clarion, so we probably don't want to do that. I am going to cast Zealot, though, for sure. I want to try and high roll the Vein Ripper. Any Rippers? Any Rippers? Well, they were on 6, right? I mean, you have to be a little bit more selective on 6. Yeah, that's not bad. We can go Duress their Clarion, play Harvester. Yeah, I'm going to take the Clarion. The Binding can eventually kill the Vein Ripper, but, it's not even clear they have a creature to sack to the Binding. This might be a hot take, but why do you get an advantage in a game? Good thing last take of the vampires. I'm just curious what thoughts are. I don't know. I think it's a little bit different when you, if you're stream sniping, you get to see your opponent's entire hand. I guess if you had to ask me, I think I would put a bigger price on knowing my opponent's entire hand versus the rare occasion where chat tells me a good line. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. Stream snipers do get to see objectively hidden, this is hidden information, this is not, you're not supposed to have access to this. Regardless of your stance on the situation, you should never get to see what's in your opponent's hand. That's just blatantly cheating, you know what I mean? Zealot. They didn't upkeep kill the Sorin. Huh. What does that mean? I guess we're going to find out. I guess they probably kill the Sorin in response to this. Sure. Kind of makes sense. They were risking me just having the Vein Ripper, though. Like, drawing it for the turn. And for 4, they go to 13. You know, they have land Niv. It's going to be hard to beat this Niv, huh? Pretty difficult. What we need is an extension that if you're sub to the channel, you can view the hand. Fair, yeah. Just have, like, an overlay. Oh, they discarded Niv. I didn't see that. Okay. Just have, like, an overlay that you can only unlock if you're subscribed to the channel. Where's my red mana? Red mana. Nice mana base. Remember how I was saying that this deck gets to play more utility lands because you don't need triple red for Lukka, or for creativity? So, about that. This is not great. Not great. Is Lukka a vampire? No. Lukka's a Giga Chad. Legendary Planeswalker - Giga Chad. Killing Zealot, huh? Okay. I'm with you. 11. I mean, I guess they can just blink the binding, but then I get the draw card off of the thing. Alright, go. Not played against Spirits yet, no. But yeah, I don't know. Going back on that, I just think that the amount of times that chat suggests good lines / the amount of times that I actually pay attention to chat is, like, I think that information is worth less than knowing your opponent, the contents of your opponent's entire hand, if that makes sense. Okay, they chose not to cast the Yorion. I am going to decline. Did we just go for it pre-combat? If they have third binding, they have third binding, right? I'm probably going to go for it. 3, 4, 5. That's at least kind of the way that I look at it. You would never, Cliff. You would never. You wouldn't do that to me, would you?
Bruh.
Fine. Why did I animate the Mutavault? That was stupid. I don't know why I did that. I forgot they had carried it. I mean, honestly, at this point, I can just hard cast Ripper if I get it. And I don't want to Lukka minus anyways, because I don't have a 2-drop. I make a copy of Sylvan carried it. Kind of based, honestly. I can't see their hand, you know. I guess that's the difference. Is like there are plenty of people who play Magic Online, and I'm not saying that this is wrong or anything. Like do all this that you want, but there are plenty of people that play, you know, Magic Online in voice calls or Discord calls or whatever, and I'm totally fine with that. But yeah, it's like, you know, that's more common than looking at your opponent's hand, if I guess is the way I would put it. They attacked me? Interesting. They just do not care about Lukka. Giga Chad. Opponent says Giga Chad, I do not care. I guess they're just gonna binding the Lukka, if that's their plan. How'd this brew come into fruition? I just kind of I wanted to try the vampire deck that had more consistency on getting Vein Ripper into play, because that is your best card. I mean, I think it is. I think that specifically, Geesemonger, is technically against the rules. Like, if you look at the Magic Online, like, terms of service, I think that is technically against the rules. Yeah, a lot of people do that. That's a very, very common thing. It's way more common than you would think. Harvester. They have 1 card in hand. So I guess we go Bloodtithe. Give me a Lukka. I mean, I think we pass here. Although I could just kill the Yorion now, animate the Mutavault, send these two, but then they just trade for Mutavault, block here. Maybe that's fine. I mean, I'm gonna kill the Yorion either way, right? Might as well just do it this way. Just force the trade. Kingdom built on lies. And then we could save this for the Lukka if we draw it. I mean, I assume they trade this. There's no reason to keep it in play, right? They already have enough mana. Need to find a Lukka, a Ripper, one of those two, preferably. If streamers take a chatting line and lose, then the chatter gets shot, but the trade-off is that streamer ignores a winning chatting line, streamer gets... yeah, I know, right? It's lose-lose. I don't know. I'm just of the opinion that the hand information is way more valuable than any line that Twitch chat has ever given any streamer. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm capping, but that's how I view it. How about a Blackcleave Cliffs? I mean, I don't know. I'm just going to go beatdowns. Oh. God, I didn't suck. I sucked my blood last turn. I wonder if chat would have told me to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sure, it'd be good if I had a 3-2 attacking this turn. Sure would be nice if I could attack with a 3-2 this turn. Chat did tell me to do that. Did they really? I don't believe them. God, just imagine if I had a 3-2, they'd be at 3 life this turn. Just imagine. Imagine if my opponent could have been at 3 life. No way to avoid that. There's nothing that could have been done to change the outcome of that turn. So let's assume that you're at 3. Sure, but like, still would be not a terrible spot for us. 1, 2, 3, 4. Even if they trade for the 2-2, because we still have one more thing in play. Like, we would just be up a Mutavault, you know, at that point. I mean, drawing push is nice. Can't complain about drawing push. Okay, so now they block here, go to 2. Well, they would be dead this turn, so, you know. Hypothetically, they would have been dead this turn. Just throwing that out there. Let's see what they hit off the Mind. The Mind Goblin. We still kill them with Vein Ripper. So Vein Ripper is still lethal. Actually, funny enough, it's not. Because they can put the 0-3 on the Shaman and take 1. So Ripper's not even lethal now. Not that I would complain about drawing a Vein Ripper here. So if I send with Hive Shaman token, they put 0-3 on Shaman token. No. Well, I mean, this attack is good, right? Because they have to lose one of these two. Because they have to double block the Hive. So they either trade for the Hive and lose both of these, or they double chump and still have to trade one of these two for the Shaman token. So, like, it's not even that bad, right, if I attack with both. In that vein, should I attack with all 3? So if I attack with all 3, they put 2-2 here, 0-3 here, other 2 on this, so that I'm just killing the Wandering Mind. Trading Legion Zealot for Wandering Mind, which I think is fine, right? It's worse if I draw Lukka, though. Okay, we'll do it this way. I think this game is a W. Me too, you know. They should be at -1 right now. Really? Alright, I'm into this. I am A-okay with this. I'll trade for both. Any Rippers? Any Rippers? Cycle Triumph. Sure. Yeah, alright. Well, I mean, I guess we just fire that off now. Would like a Ripper. Oh, we can take Lukka, right? Did we take Lukka or Harvester? If I take a Harvester, I can play it right now. It's gotta be better to take Lukka, right? It's gotta be better to take Lukka. Yeah, it has to be. I'm gonna play out the land. Maybe I should have played it last turn. I don't know how they bricked this many times. I guess they could have drawn a payoff off the Triumph and just not had enough mana to cast it. But, like, their deck can't be this much air, right? They gotta have some payoffs in there. Yeah, they are playing 80. Okay. They got a lot of Triumphs. Could have Luke at this turn. No, I was 1 mana short. Even if I had played the land last turn, I was 1 mana short. I mean, we're just YOLOing, right? Could pay for No More Lies. You didn't draw a removal spell, did ya? Brother, is that binding 4? Alright. I mean, I guess if they're not drawing action, then that makes sense. Guess I could have Zealoted first to try and find Thoughtseize. I'll hold that. It appears that my opponent has located a Bring to Light. The fact that I'm even in this game, like, I don't know how people play Niv. I really don't. I just don't know. Why do they have so much air? They Bring the Lighted for Lightning Elix. I don't know what's in your deck, but I refuse to believe that that is right. Come on, Cliff. What are you doing over here? Dodge and chat. It's as simple as that. Harry, thank you for the 5 gifted. I take it that's for a donor deck. Donor deck pause champ. We can still win this game if we draw another Lukka. Okay. Hold. Winnable. Winnable. Yeah, if you have a link for a deck tech, or if you have a link for a donor deck, rather, just throw it in Discord. Discord, donation, decks. You know where to go, Brave Harry. Thanks again for the 5. Another Fable. Again, Lukka still maybe wins. Surely my opponent has not found another removal spell, right? White, white, green. Okay. So it's got to be the 4th copy of Binding. They only have 1 mana up. Alright, we've located the Ripper. Is there a reason to play the land? I don't think so. Hold! Dude, there is no fucking way I'm going to win this game. There is 0 chance that I win this game, right? They can't break this hard. They just Mutavault kill them? No, they had an 0-3 back to block. Also, they're at 5. They can just go to 3. Okay, they discarded 2. Hold. Hold. Hold, 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 hold. I don't care about that. Hold. I should have won this game 17 turns ago, but hold. Okay, that doesn't do it. They can find a Binding, I guess. Oh my god, there's no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Hold. Hold, 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 hold. Let's go. Oh, get. That game should have been over literally 10 turns ago. They also just drew nothing but air. Which, to be fair, that is, apparently that's most of their deck. Alright, Leyline bad. Blot Out is interesting. Ob is interesting. Kind of got to treat this like a blue-white control matchup, I think. So, like, this stuff good. Fatal Push, get out. I don't know. What do we think about Blot Out against them? Blot Out is interesting against Niv and Omnath. Is it better than Bitter Triumph? I don't think so. Because Triumph is still good against both those cards. Is it better than Ob? They can't really pressure Ob that well, can they? I guess they maybe can with Fable or Omnath. I don't want to go no Blot Out. Let's do no Blot Out. That game took way too long. Again, if I just didn't sack that Harvester. Oh, okay. Well, this game might not take as long. Yeah, this is exactly why you don't concede. Exhibit 1. The Afterglow. You think they have a Normalize? I'm going to assume no. I mean, I'm going for it. We didn't come here to not cast Sorin on turn 3. Are the Niv decks playing Edicts? I don't know. I haven't looked at like a Niv list in a while. I don't know if they have Edicts. I would kind of assume they do, but... One time, no Normalize. No counter, please. Ooh. I like this. I am into this. I'm minus. I would like to rip your veins, please.
Veins, what the fuck?
Alright, now give me a discard spell. 1 discard. I mean, what do you want me to say? You know? What would you like me to say? Now, here's the question. Do we just sack the Vein Ripper and troll them? I mean, I kind of want to. No, there's no way. Oh, I fucked up. I should have attacked with Mutavault. That was stupid. Yeah, no. Yeah, I was probably supposed to attack with Mutavault there, but now we're just not going to do that. Alright, should have attacked with Mutavault. I don't think it's going to matter. I can't kill them with Ob, though. Don't concede Cliff so I can kill you with Ob. I want to get 1 Ob kill. We were pretty close to an Ob kill earlier, but we didn't quite get there. Pick up Bird. Alright, +1/+1. Oh, we are doing it, folks. Ob Nixilis. Coming in hot. Opponent didn't play the game. Well, you see, that's what happens when you go third every game, you know? They're playing a bunch of Triomes. -7. You can draw 7. You can draw 7. It's fine. I'll let you do it. It's on the house, Cliff. It's on the house. It's all you. It's a nice deal. I think it's pretty fair, you know. They said how fortuitous. Well, thank you, Libra. I appreciate that. I'm gonna keep this. Go ahead and keep this. I was so confused. I was like, how is this game still going? That game 1, by the way. I was like, how is this game still going on? You've drawn 17,000 extra cards, and all you've drawn is like Leyline Bindings and Triumphs. You just never found a threat. It was such a wild game. And like that fucking Bloodtithe. I would have won the game like 2 turns later if I didn't sack that Bloodtithe. They call me Air Jordan. I can call you that if you want to. Only if you ask nicely, though. Is the counter to this deck just like a couple counter spells? I mean, they only get you so far, right? Ooh, do we Triumph the Kiora or play Fable? Kind of think we just have to play Fable this turn. Yeah, man, I don't know. This sucks. Either way, I'm attacking them. I just can't... my hand is so bad, I can't afford to Time Walk myself. Let's play Fable. Like, imagine a scenario where I just don't play Fable, Bitter Triumph the Kiora, and they just go, land, make 6 mana Cav. You know, I've Time Walked myself. I'm not getting any closer to playable cards. And it's just like, sure, if they don't have a land, then fine, but I think playing around them not having a single land is pretty bad. I'm trying over here. Okay. So, you have 3 cards in hand. They did not mill a Storm, which is good. I kill the Cav, what do they put on top? Probably Tribute. I kind of don't care about Tribute, though. I'll kill the Cav. They also might just not put anything on top, because they would rather draw a card than Tribute, or just like a random card. Now the question is a bit more difficult if I play the second Fable or kill the Kiora. I think it's probably kill the Kiora. Yeah, it's almost certainly kill Kiora. But that's kind of why I wanted to kill the Cav first, is to not give them the information that I'm also killing the Kiora. Also, they could just, like, put the Kiora on top if I did it the other way. All the small things. What about none of the small things? Targeting Castle Garenbrig. Interesting. Hold up. Tunneling Cat, thank you for the 11-month resub. They did not put the castle on top. Alright, well, Keck by Kiora. -6 life, by the way. And the old -6. No big deal. Just don't draw a card in the Great Creator. What is this? What is this? Alright, there's Nykthos. Stare. No Storm, though. We're not gonna do it. 1, 2, 3, play this. I'll just discard the lands to Fable. Your turn. John1028, thank you for the 20-month resub. All good, go Kelper. I'll throw you in the spreadsheet after the stream's up. I was thinking about maybe taking tomorrow off because I have some stuff that I have to take care of. I still haven't done my taxes yet, and that's like an all-day affair because I have to go through a bunch of bank statements and stuff. So I think I'm either gonna, and I haven't taken a day off. I didn't take a day off last week, so I was either gonna take tomorrow or Wednesday off. One of those two. Taxes suck. I don't know if you guys know that, but taxes really suck. Yeah, they're not great. All right, you win. We have not located one of our 8 Vein Rippers. Mono green, huh? I would like to Blot Out. Damping Sphere. Duress mid. 1 Zealot mid. What else do I cut against them? Maybe Luca's too slow? Luca is probably too slow against them. Cut like 1 more Dusk if I'm going to cut 2 Lucas. Sure. I got a Sorin. Keep this. Do it quarterly. Oh, like the spreadsheet thing? Yeah. There's better ways to do it than I'm currently doing it, for sure. Do we hold on the Sphere? I think so. Cancel the last-minute TCG order so I didn't qualify for the new taxable income thing. What even is that? We played a Forest. A Foresta. like Kiora. Kiora's fine though. We can deal with Kiora. Okay. They played Bosiju. So we probably don't need second Damping Sphere. Well, I mean, I guess. So we go kill this. Attack, play Sphere. Hope that's good enough. Maybe it is. It's kind of nice to not have to like worry about them drawing Carniver. 600 in sales on TCG now is taxable. Oh, I didn't know that. Interesting. That's kind of cool. All right, they floated 3 mana and didn't want to play anymore. Nice hand. Well, you see, that's kind of what happens when you put a bunch of expensive green cards in your deck. It turns out that you just end up drawing a bunch of expensive green cards. You know, that's how that works, right? It's been okay so far. I mean, honestly, the biggest reason to play Lukka over Creativity, even though Creativity I think is a much better and much more flexible card, but this is the biggest reason to play Lukka. Because Creativity can't play this card, but Lukka can. And Harvester is insane. That card is cracked. It's one of the best 2-drops ever printed. I mean, I keep this. Let's draw Sorin. Rude. It's a lot of devotion, huh? Mucho devotion. Well, I mean, I'll take your payoff. You have all the mana in the world anyways. You've been shoving Vein Ripper in a bunch of mid-range aggro decks. Hey, yeah, but I'm not trying to cast Vein Ripper, you know? They're unironically trying to cast Ulamog and Cityscape Leveler in Titan of Industry. I'm over here playing honest Magic, you know? I don't need to cast that thing. Ooh, chat, wait, I had an interesting conversation at FNM the other day. What do you guys think about them reprinting Blue and Red Elemental Blast in Modern, like MH3? Are you in or out? No, out, fuck no, absolutely not, horrifying. All right, okay, good to know. I was kind of the same opinion, but the person that I was discussing this with seemed to think that that was a possibility, and I tried to shut that one down pretty quickly. Perhaps it was a bit greedy to not cast Damping Sphere that turn. Okay, that's fine. Do we know their last card? We're about to find out. I feel like we didn't know they had that. I mean, I could play it out, but do I want to? I don't know that I want to. Sure. I guess I do have this, but they also have this. Maybe this is good enough, Copium. We can cast Ripper next turn, although Ripper still doesn't beat their 7/7 reach. And I did not board in the Blot Outs. Those would be nice here. Like, I don't know how we race this thing. Okay. 4/4. Also good. Untap my Titan of Industry, Giga Chad. The stupid... This is the... Yeah, 1 shield counter. I was like, how is this represented as a shield? I mean, I know it's a counter, but like, how can I confirm that this is a shield counter? But it does say right here, 1 shield counter. So I have to send in the Shaman, play Ripper, block here, take 7. It's my only way to win, right? I can't win this game without playing Ripper this turn. Push token. They also didn't block. Oh, I guess if they block, they lose the shield counter. So, ooh, you know what? I can chump block. I can chump block the Titan with Bloodtithe Harvester to remove the shield counter, right? And then just triumph the Titan, which is, like, totally fine. Okay, yeah, I'm in. I'm in. I forgot I could do that. Sorcery speed? Well, no. Damage removes the shield counter. That's the important part. Right. So now I can just go kill this, move on with my life. What did you draw? Oh, they're just havening again? Okay, sure. It's, like, kind of fine. Am I killing Kiora? I don't know that I am. What is the Kiora representing? I guess card draw if they draw a big thing, but I'm not beating most big things anyways. Right, but I can just two-shot them, right? All I have to do is go Triumph here, discard, trigger this, hit them for 6. Yeah, hit them for 6, pass. They go to 8, then I go push, they go to 6, then this is lethal. So, I will give them 1 turn. That is a brick. Vein Ripper, good magic card, folks. Vein Ripper, good magic card. Yeah, if they attack, they just die, right? I can just block with these two. They go to 4, then this is lethal. So they can't even really attack here. I mean, I'm going to block. I'm going to block. I don't know what they could have here. Could have some reach creature, I guess. Untap my 4/4. I tap my castle for 1 colorless mana. Alright. 2-0, 2-0, 2-0, 2-0. 2-0. That's bad. I'm gonna on F6. Damn it, they didn't fall for it. We don't beat it Atrexa here. I'm gonna pause here to make it think that I'm fatal pushing before attacks. And then I'll let you attack. It's the 5-head way to do it. See, now they're scared. Turns out they're not scared at all. You win. Alright, give me 1 more Vein Ripper, please. I'm just trying to rip your veins, man. Alright, good luck. Rakdos mid-range players when you tell them that putting Fable in their deck doesn't automatically make it good. Creativity players when you tell them to be creative. Sack players on turn 1. Meow. Everybody spam meow. Enigmatic players adding 1 copy of every awful creature you've never heard of to their deck. That's gas. That's my favorite one. My opponent is conceded from the game. Let's go back to that. Right, so now I have to chump block. Well, you know. Okay, apparently I'm getting trolled. Yeah, so next turn they just go Shrapnel Blast, sack map token, target Ripper, sack Siren, and then Inti kills the Sorin. So I can't even really go for it next turn. Maybe now I can. Alright, you win. I don't know. I don't know how we feel about these Lukkas. I haven't loved them so much. I mean, it is nice that you get to play Bloodtithe Harvester, but Lukka is a significantly worse card than Indomitable Creativity. Oh my goodness. That is an 8/8 menace. Even if I Lukka, we're still just dead next turn. Yeah, we're just dead. Alright. Could draw a removal spell, I guess. Lukka's not good enough. No, stop. Lukka. I found a cruise. Probably not beating that one, folks. We did our best, but our best was not good enough. That one went a little bit less good than the Creativity League. I don't know. It's interesting, right? Where I think that the card quality is maybe a little bit higher in this deck because you get to play Bloodtithe Harvester. Indomitable Creativity is a lot better than Lukka, so I don't know if it's worth... It's really tough, right? The issue with the Creativity deck is your 2-drop was Case of the Stash Skeleton, and Case of the Stash Skeleton is much, much weaker than Bloodtithe Harvester, so it's... Maybe there's a way to find a balance between the two, I'm not really sure, or like incorporate more cheap cards into the Creativity version. I don't know. It's kind of tough, but I do want to spend a little bit more time working on these various alternate ways to cheat a Vein Ripper into play. But if you're watching this on YouTube, like, subscribe, comment. Thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.